Welcome to Choppin It with Bhuda T. I am the Lord of the Entire. Welcome to yet another episode of Choppin It, shot at High Grounds Boulevard in Ilovo. Shout out to them for the space. I know you see we are in a new, beautiful, refreshing accommodation. High Grounds Boulevard, members only. That's where you can get your greenery, get your eatery. It's a fire spot. Pull up on us. Get your membership at www.highgroundsboulevard.com. Let's do business. Okay, never mind. It's crazy that the answers nobody had I found when searching for myself. Let's toast to victory. Pick up your glass, show me love for once. Let's toast to victory. Welcome to Choppin It with Bhuda T. I am officially out there. Hear me, the Lord. Poison is back outside. I am the Lord of all love and all over. Bangazga, I've been all over. Lord of the light skin, baby daddies, Lord of the fit. Lord of the jig, Lord of the entire, Lord of the every. And on today's episode 2, season 4, we're taking our time because we are giving you only the best. We have the legendary Loyiso, Gola, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I just want to double check. Did you say the Lord of the baby daddies?
Baby daddies. Yes, light
Lord,
skin.
Lord of the light skin.
Specifically, yeah.
All right, cool.
You looked
because that sets the tone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Lord of the light skin baby daddies. That's like, I don't know. That's yeah, I gotta think about that. But I thought I heard wrong. Then I was like, oh no, okay, cool.
No, that's what I said.
We're
yeah,
alive, okay.
Because I'm one of them ones.
I bet.
You looked impatient through that intro. You looked like you're just sitting there like.
I'm not impatient. I'm just I have a disregard for accolades, which is weird.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah,
Always?
it's not always. Like recently.
Okay, how recent?
Probably like the last year and a half. I'm like, doesn't matter. I always get thrown off a bit when someone's like, yo, you know how many Grammys I have, or you know what I mean? And you're just like, oh, that's the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What void are these Grammys filling in your life?
Yeah. And I was gonna ask, that comes with growing up, I guess.
Yeah, I think like a plumber, you know, like if you think of your thing as a craft, and plumbing is a craft, and if a dude is like, I'm just a plumber, bro. He doesn't live on accolades. It's like I'm fixing these.
Do plumbers get accolades though?
Everybody gets accolades. Everybody get. Have you ever? I mean, I do. I'm one of those people who do like corporate stuff. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like when you get like do corporate things.
Yeah.
For like whatever companies. Mm. And then sometimes you get there, it's like, oh, this is the plumbing convention, or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. All corporates have their own.
Yeah, every industry has its own little bubble where you like, unless you are in there, you have no idea. And then they'll show you, oh, this is the best chef in this part of the, so yeah. So there's definitely accolades.
Okay, you're right,
there's definitely accolades for...
Yeah. And they have as many as Jay may have Grammys or Beyonce, I guess.
Yeah, I just think, I mean, like for me personally, I'm just like when people sort of, sometimes it even traps you because you like, some people are like, I'm not even on that anymore. But you stuck on the Grammys and I'm like, oh, I paint now. Or but you're like, you're like, I don't care, man. That was 10 years ago. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? So for me, it's like it's not you know, that's sort of like the feeling every time I get like an intro.
So that kind of party for you.
Huh?
It's not that kind of party for you. So how do you introduce yourself?
I just say the thing that I've probably been most consistent with is stand-up comedian. So that's it. I'm just like I'm a stand-up comedian. That's it. And it's simple and it can, you know, veer into many alleys.
Of course, because you didn't just do stand-up. You made the content for TV.
Yeah. And if so, it's part of it's that thing of like, because that show was so specifically political that when I do stand up, I talk about everything. So like the other day, I've got a good friend of mine, Mtunzi Maga, and I'm not like he's like a religious fan of mine. Like everybody claims to be a fan. That dude is like like he comes to every show. And the last I did Pretoria on Friday, and he calls me after the show. He's like, "You didn't talk about GNU." I said, "I don't care, bro. I talk about being 40, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, being 40 to me is way more important than
Sheesh,
in terms of like,
congratulations.
yeah. So just in terms of like talking about stuff, I talk about being 40. I talk about being in different parts of the world. And people are still like, oh no, talk about GNU, talk about Ndlozi leaving the AFF, talk about, and then you're like, I'm off that. So that's why I'm saying sometimes the idea of like accolades and how people compute you and remember you can like trap you. Even with podcasts, because I watch sometimes and I go, you know when someone is so fixated in an idea and then it's like you've been so badly encrusted into this idea, even when a person is like, not, even in their mind, they know they're wrong, but they've got an audience that believes that, so they gotta see that through. Do you know what I mean? And that's because they popped off with this idea. Now they can't let go of the idea because to let go of this idea means you have to let go of so much. Does that make sense?
A lot of sense.
It's like, bro, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
And even like dudes, you're like, I know you. You're not that person.
Yeah, you're not really like that.
You're not really like that. But you know, your identity sometimes traps you. Or how people compute you. Or how you choose to identify publicly can trap you.
And it does become tough though to change how you are perceived.
Absolutely.
There's a fear behind that.
Absolutely.
So but yours isn't necessarily a change. You're just evolving in.
I just want, if I ever decide to do other things, that it's not like. You
shouldn't have to explain yourself.
Yeah, so to answer your question, I was rolling my eyes like, it doesn't matter. Just say my name. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I don't even, like it's so crazy now. I don't even put my face on posters.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I've got a whole tour, and someone was like, "Yo, you got to put your face," and I'm like, if you wanna, you know what I mean? It's like don't. I'm almost like slashing myself in half. Like, yo, leave it alone. I've just put my name there. I'll do stand up in the way I want to do it, as opposed to how you remember me. You know, with the suit and that kind of vibe. Does that, I'll call it a privilege, not come though with a name big enough to be able to? Absolutely.
Because I feel as though...
not everyone can sell tickets
with just the name.
No,
might have to add clips.
But that's also intentional, because I'd always sort of never lost my name in anything I did on TV. That's why that show had my name on it. So it marketed my name for like 7 years.
That's fire, yeah.
Like you could go on TV now. Very few people have their name like as a
on the show.
So that for me, so that for me was like the most. Like I don't have to do much. Like even that time, if you look at my career, the only thing I did was that show. But I knew that when I ever left that show, people would know who I am, because it's the title of my name. People will be like, "Oh, what's Loyiso Gola? What's that name?"
Yeah.
Then you're like,
"You're a brand name."
Yeah. But I'm also very skeptical. Hey, I'm gonna seem like a very fuddy-duddy human being, but I'm also very skeptical to be like I'm a brand, because I'm a human. I'm actually human. So I hate it. Like not hate, but I do very human stuff. Like I don't.
That's dope.
Yeah, like I don't. Like I'm like, hey man, and also this sounds crazy, but Pure Munati was like literally like 25 years ago. If you think about
classic
it,
too.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, when I was on Pure Munati, I was a teenager, and now I'm like turning 42 in like 3 months, right? So
that's fire.
So for me, I I've been in the public situation for a very long time.
That's a very long
time. So I kind of know like how it can also trap. I hate being trapped, brother. Like I hate not being able to maneuver myself out of a situation, right? So there was a purposeful sort of like idea of don't get trapped by the ideas of fame.
The whole time?
The whole time. Like there was a time I made a decision. Like, I'll give you an example. Like as we were chatting, trying to get a schedule for this podcast, we would, I told you I was in Cape Town. When I was in Cape Town, I took public transportation.
Sheesh. So that means like
I'll jump on the train. No, I mean, I'll do it if there was leg space. I'm 6'5".
Okay, yeah.
So I can't get in. I can't even fit into a taxi.
I feel you.
Buses as well. If you get the wrongs, but like I'd like leave my mom's crib, I'll jump into the train and I'll go to the gym and I'll come back. But I commute every day. And it's like, like if you take the same train every day, the people start becoming part of this furniture.
Yeah.
They don't even stress about you anymore,
community,
but they know. They're like, oh, that's that guy. And then you just. So I really fight to be like, because it's got nothing to do with anyone else except me. Like I gotta live this life. I can't be like upset. I can't be like, oh, he's not driving an S-Class, or he's not this, or he's not that. Like that. I saw a long time ago. It's not healthy. It's not healthy, man.
Yeah.
You kind of owe it to yourself to fight for a normalcy, especially if you're like in a public eye.
Definitely. I can definitely relate to that because when I removed myself from the rap stuff, that's what I was fighting for. It's like, I can't be a rapper every time I'm outside or every time my face is seen on anything. It's like, I have to regain self. So I'm
a father, I'm a son, I'm a
son, I'm a guy.
Yeah. So I think like for me, I try to live. I mean, I do very regular stuff. Like today I live in Bram and I walked, pick up some laundry and I came home and then I came here.
And in Bram, they let you live like
because they see me every day. You can only fanboy 2 days. Then at some point you're like, this dude is here.
Yeah, he's out here.
Young taller. And then at some point you're like, oh, this dude is. And then so I know some of my friends are gonna be like, man, you one of the fanciest people we know. Like I'm still a fancy person. Like it's just in terms of like, I like fly things.
Okay.
That's the rapper. Like when you listen to rap, at some point you're like, I like fly.
Yeah. It's a prerequisite.
It's not. The two things are not like related. Like this idea of trying to do normal stuff. There's like some super abnormal consumptions that I have. You know what I mean? Like I'm into sneakers that people are like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I'm into stuff that people would consider a bit ostentatious.
Yeah.
Or even like just, oh, that's a bit.
That's
a bit over the top. The test. Oh yeah. I'm not sitting here going, oh no, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a brand that I really appreciate. Like I was in the train the other day and there was a high school kid there. And then he looked at my sneakers and he was like, yo, I'd only seen those on the magazine, on the internet, bro. It's the first time then I had to be like, man, if you know what I mean? I was like, yeah. And that thing gassed me, bro. I was at the gym gas, like, I was rocking the fly stuff.
That's fire. So for you, did you want to, need to, or discover that you were funny?
I gotta tell you the story. Like the way I started stand-up was randomly in high school. I was just in high school and you know Mark Lottering, right? Mark Lottering.
No.
Mark Lottering? You don't know Mark Lottering?
No,
He's
sir.
like a stand-up comic with the hair, big hair, colored dude with the little...
If I saw a photo.
Yeah,
sure.
Mark Lotring. I mean,
Yeah.
the producer just pop up his image.
Yeah. Please.
Do you guys have that production level? Yeah, or do you just like? Is it just like 2 mics?
Yeah, we just let people kind of Google.
you let people do their own
please.
Googles. You guys. What's the matter with you? What are all these people doing here? Just mulling around. What are you
come see you?
Bunch of bums. No, so he was at my school and he was like friends with one of my teachers, with my drama teacher. And he was coming to give a talk to his kids. But he was already on TV as a comic and he was on a sitcom. And so my drama teacher's like, hey, do you want to warm up for this guy? Like, do you want to like warm up the kids? Then I'm like, what do you mean warm up? Like, what are you talking about? No, just go in front of the school and just talk to the kids before this guy. Then I'm like, and say what? He's like, whatever you want to say. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. Then I walked into the assembly hall and then he was convincing me. He's like, yo, you got to come on. Come on.
Yeah.
At some point I was like, all right, bet, let me do it. And then I jumped on and I just kind of spoke about all the teachers and the kids and, you know, like just picking on them, you know? And then I do remember we had this librarian, Mrs. Ngosi. And Mrs. Ngosi was just so pedantic about her books and she was just like, and then I was like, there was a stoner kid in my school and then everyone knew he was a stoner, teachers knew he was a stoner. If he gave some of his weed to Miss Ngosi and Miss Ngosi is chilled about the books now. You know, like you're like, Miss Ngosi, I'm 2 weeks late. She's like, I don't give a shit.
Like, so good.
And the kids were killing themselves. And for me, I was like, oh, cool. Then I just kind of went to sit down. And then as I was leaving the assembly hall, Warren Nebe, who's the head of drama at Wits now, he was like, you need to do stand-up. I'm 17, dog. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just let me live my life.
That's crazy. But also, on what accord does your drama teacher pick you to push you onto that stage?
I think I was an outspoken kid. And I also was like a way more knowledgeable kid. I do remember. I don't know, I think I was also just maybe exposed to it a little more for whatever reason. I had a very dynamic group of friends, and every time I hung out with, and I think everyone else in my school was kind of like in their little cocoon, and I was just all over the place.
Yeah.
And so I had like so much more, and I was just I could speak confidently. That's it. And I was a good drama student. Okay. So I think that would be it. I mean, I can't speak on his behalf, but I would ascertain that. So then I was like, okay, cool. Then he's like, yo, dude, you gotta do stand-up. And I go, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Me, I want to play for Pirates.
Were you a soccer guy?
I still play footy. I still play football. But at the time, you know, like if you like what, 12, 13, your teenage life, if you like football, you want to play for your team.
Of course,
you want to play for Pagania or for your Chiefs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was like, if I was to dream wild, that would be it.
That would have been it.
That would have been it. I was like, oh, okay, go. So I'm like, then he says, you got to do stand-up. And I'm going, yeah, whatever. I just kind of brush him off. And then a couple of months later, we used to have this program at school, which used to be called what is it? We used to call it job shadow. It's like take a girl child to school to work.
Yeah.
You know that kind of vibe?
Yeah.
Where you sort of
shadow.
Yeah. And then I didn't have anywhere to go, and it was like 2 days to go. And then my drama teacher was like, I know a group of comedians who are on tour at the moment.
Oh, sheesh.
I'll connect you with them, and then that's where I started.
He really just threw you in there.
He just threw me in, bro. Like go, and then I just never stopped. I was 17.
Shit, because I was going to ask, so what was comedy at that time in SA?
It was pretty non-existent. I mean, there were people who were doing well. Like Mark Lotring was doing really well. He was he was on TV, sitcom. Barry Hilton, top of the food chain. There was a dude who passed, God bless you, so Billy Prince. He was doing well.
We need all these photos, guys. I swear.
He was doing really well.
Oh yeah, I did want to say, is it the guy with the one white hair? Is it one? Or
I
it's
did
a
say
couple
like
now?
with the little white hair, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just. Did you say white?
Yeah, I mean, okay, maybe I wasn't as descriptive.
I thought you were just describing a curl. Like.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, yeah. He was.
You know Mark Lodge. Yeah. So, yeah, he's still doing well. They're still doing big sold out tours. Yeah, David Carr was huge at the time.
Already at that time.
Yeah. In fact, David Carr, the year I started stand up, the first. This is how young I am, bro. I'm 17 years old. I think 17. I think I'm 17 at the time. David Carr is at UCT. One of the people in his class, like his class the previous year, is now my teacher. Right? So,
That's crazy.
so Candace Noakes is now my teacher, but knows David Carr. David Carr was at the Baxter, and he's got like this big, massive room, and it's sold out for like 2 months or some dumb shit like that. And I'm like, oh, and he goes, you gotta go watch this guy. And she'd get me tickets. She's like, gotta watch this guy. And I watched this dude, and I was like, what?
He was killing it.
It was amazing. It was the most amazing. Like, he was the first like bit of live stand-up I'd ever seen. And I went to see it about, no jokes, in that 2 months, I went to see it about 9 times. And he was destroying every night. And he was like, man, remember the Taz ad? That's like that time. That Taz ad, Little Brown Cow, Fat Joe time. This is like just before like he goes on on the Fat Joe show. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but
I'm like almost 10 years younger than you.
Okay.
Yeah, 9.
So yeah, you might, some of these things you might miss, but he like just before like Fat Joe time.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching him, and I'm like, this is amazing. And I'm like, this whole comedy stuff, I'm getting seduced like thoroughly. You know what I mean? Like, this is, and then.
So your upbringing, how was that? Because you have the private schoolish English.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy because I've only been to, I was in government schools until about grade 5, and then 7. I did 2 years at like a Waldorf school, and then I went to like a semi-private school. So if I'm being honest with you, I've only been in school with like white kids for about just 2 years.
Because you said David Cow, so that's like...
What do you mean?
It's like, wow.
What do you mean?
Because it's not Cow?
David Cow. You say Cow. I'm close. What do you...
No, I mean, it just felt like, ooh.
Are you... you need to communicate what's happening right now.
No, I just...
Are you saying that I'm also trying to be like, no, I did go to some private schools, but because that's where you took it. So now I'm explaining
what schools. No, it just landed like, okay, that's... I never heard someone say it like that.
Really?
Yes, no, ever.
Is that like... I was here. It's like, okay, wait. Were you like chilling there going, this is going well? Why the fuck would he say cow like that?
I kind of was like, wait, huh?
Oh, that's wild. Okay, that's interesting.
Because that sounds like C-O-W. Yeah.
David Cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Cow.
But you feel me?
It's also like a Tswana thing, and I'm not a Tswana dude. So cow. I don't know, bro. I haven't thought. You're making me think about it for the first time.
Either way, so did you grow up
Cape Town?
Cape Town,
yeah. So when you were trying to get me, I was like, I'm at home. I'm chilling. I'm in Cape Town.
That's dope. You go there a lot.
It's home, yeah. My mom's out there.
Cause I don't know. I overheard something about you in a conversation. People were talking about Cape Town. I was like, does this man live in Cape Town or
Cape Town? Yeah, I'm in Cape. I mean, I'm not in Cape Town a lot, but December time, I'm definitely in Cape Town. I'm at home, just chilling.
So your entire school life is
Cape Town, yeah.
Cape Town,
it's
and then
Cape Town.
Joburg is when?
Joburg is literally when I finished my last exam, which was like paper 2.
Did you do well?
School?
Yeah.
I did okay. I knew, also in standard 9 when I started stand-up, I knew that I wasn't going to go to university.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing...
No, I'm not pushing further.
Not at all. I mean, I had several prospects to also play basketball for like some university.
You are a baller, ne?
I was, yeah.
Come on, with
and
this
then I
height,
was
you
like,
can't
I was
play
like,
with it.
but there was a point where it just clicked to me that stand-up is what I have to do. And then I never cared for anything else in that way.
And then you just left and...
Yeah. But having said that, I wouldn't tell people to, like, you know this idea that you gotta like, people always tell you to follow your passion and all that kind of thing. And it's very like, people never tell their full stories.
Yeah, it's not that good as advice.
It
sounds...
No. It's horrible advice. It's hard because it's the narrative. It's like, yo, you gotta follow your dreams, bro. You got 3 kids, pay your bills.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, fuck your dream. Focus on this dream at the moment. I think your dream has to start at like 15, like just sort of carve it. At some point, you gotta do what you have to do. But that's not the reason I say that. I say that because when people say this shit, they don't give their full story. So a guy will say, and then I hustle, and then you're like, maybe, like most dudes went to private schools, they could buffer 5 years without... Young Tola. Like they won't say the whole thing. They won't be like,
because there has to be some sort of privilege involved.
Yes. Great luck
like
and great privilege.
And
there's gotta be a lot of backstory. Like if so the way I told my story now, the reason I was able to see David Cow is because we lived in Claremont. Claremont was near Rondebosch. And I could go there. It took me 30 minutes to get to this thing because we were living in the suburbs at the time.
Proximity.
But if you were living like in Karlsruhe or somewhere else, it's not a possibility. No, it's around that side. So I'm just saying there's so many other things at play that people don't discuss that help them. They just talk about them following their passion. Does that make sense?
Yeah, also the dream chasing thing is just not an easy journey.
It's not.
Even with that proximity and privilege, it's still like...
It's still crazy.
Yeah.
Not
everybody has the heart to actually get to the other side.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you.
That's dangerous.
It's a dangerous thing.
It's dangerous advice.
It's dangerous advice.
Yeah.
I used to tell people like if I'm like, hey, you need to try stand-up, then I realize I'm only here for the initiating, but I won't be with you in the journey.
I won't hold your hand.
So you gotta wanna be there. So I can't initiate it and then leave you hanging. And I might not have the time to be like, yo, try this, do this, move like this. So I don't tell anyone to get into anything. I just go, if you find it, you find it.
So who holds your hand? Do it.
My hand?
Yeah, who held your hand? Do it. Like
a lot of people.
Because you get there as an 18-year-old, and okay.
People around me were just very like giving of themselves. I mean, I remember, I'm 18, I'm doing gigs, and Stuart Taylor, like remember Colin Moss? He used to host First Idols. They were just good people. Like they would drop me off at home. Because you know what I mean?
Dope.
They'd be like, pick it up. My mom is like, yo, bring him back. And you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Kurt Skunrad, like just Brad Musa, just people who just looked out for me. Kagiso, Sepo, Mocha, all those people were just, because I was a younger dude.
They just embraced you.
They just embraced me. And they were just also very accommodating of my youngness.
Oh, they let you wild out?
They let me wild, but they were very like big brotherly around me all the time. So I'm appreciative of that. I am that in a way, but I don't I'm not an encouraging, I won't get you into the thing. Because to get you in, dog, you
won't do the same thing.
It's like, yo, it's hard. Now you're in this thing. I'm like, yo, figure it out. I just thought you were talented. I don't, you know what I mean?
So, you write as well, like for shows, no?
Only not entirely. I've written for stuff. I've contributed in things. Like I contributed towards the roast of Kanyambao and that kind of stuff.
Only
but
that one?
Yeah, no. That's the one I was the head writer for. But then the other, I end up in a lot of writers' rooms. If someone says, yo, come be in a room for a week with us, and I'll be like, all right, cool.
Which is like ghostwriting, right?
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And-
not ghostwriting. I think like writing is writing. I think like rap has these weird rules.
That's what I was gonna ask.
It's like rap has weird rules where you where they in order for you to talk about killing, you have to have killed motherfuckers. That's
you have
childish.
to have bodies.
That's stupid. That's not how art works. It's like
Fair,
no one looks at Tarantino and be like, oh, so much blood. How many people have you killed, motherfucker?
True,
shit.
yeah,
everyone just goes, oh, that's good, bloody, and they move on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's like rap is in a very different cultural genesis. Like it starts from a very grimy place.
Yeah.
It's projects and fucking slums.
So people want you to own your story.
Yeah, so they want you to own your story. But I mean, as we grow out of it, we you can be imaginative. But it also allows space, like rap does allow space for you to be imaginative. Like you listen to Kool Keith, you listen to MF Doom, they like these spacey rappers. And then if you get like rappers who like Wu-Tang, sort of like Shaolin and the barrels of, you know what I mean? And Outkast and like the spacey stuff, so it does allow also for that.
For some
but the super rappers, like the super like those comes with like DMX 50. You gotta be a macho rapper, LL Cool J. You gotta be like, you have to be like, or at least portray that you can handle yourself in that way.
Yeah. So it's not the same in the comedy world.
Nah.
Because I've seen like when Cat Williams will like go at a Kevin Hart.
I think I think they're inheriting that stuff from rap.
From the rap.
Yeah. I think people they take rap too seriously, bro. I also don't even like the battles, bro. Even this one with, I'm just like, I don't care. I get it. Like now, because it's too much bandwidth for me. I'm like, I don't care. It's like, the dude is at the Super Bowl. I gotta analyze the Super Bowl performance. I gotta be in the tweets. Like, yo, man, just put out the music and leave us alone.
It's too much energy for you to put into
the day. It's a lot of energy. And I could just be using my energy to like listen to the music I do want to listen to.
Just give me some 5 jams. That's you.
That's it.
Just
because I was like, I remember when I think like how old was I? I think 15. Obviously, there was a Pac and Biggie beef, but for me, the most entertaining beef was probably LL Cool J and Cannabis.
Yeah.
I think like Cannabis, second round knockout, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard Cannabis, I was like, I hadn't heard anyone who could rap at that level. Well, maybe Eminem, but like, I was like, wow. It just felt so refreshing. It was just
he said, rip you for your Vanguard award in front of your mom, your first, second, and third board. Make your wife get on the horn, call Minister Farrakhan. I was like,
Yeah.
And it was just so ill because he had Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, I mean, you can imagine, it's like 1999, Mike Tyson. Do you know what I mean?
The biggest guy on earth.
It's like, and he's got Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's on the, it's Mike Tyson's Cannabis. We eat MC. I'm like, it was just the most like, and I think for me, even the Jay and Nas, I did entertain it for a bit, but I was like,
You move on quickly. So, who won this one?
This one,
yeah. For you,
the criteria doesn't matter. Like you know what I mean? It's like it's. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. I wasn't partaking.
Yeah, you didn't get into it at all.
I didn't get into it at all. I was just like, okay.
Sheesh.
Not at all.
Because there's the battle that happens, right? The niggas will put out the songs.
Yes.
And then there's the war where it's like, okay, but so then what
Industry
happened
stuff.
after the battle?
Yeah.
Because when you look at the Cannabis and LL Cool J, it's like, okay, Cannabis, you may have gotten better of him as far as the rapping, but career-wise, LL has the career. Same with Jay and Nas.
Also, Cannabis went against Def Jam.
Yeah.
And because LL is Def Jam at
the face
the time.
of Def Jam at
that.
that.
So now you're like, you going against Russell, you're going against DMX, you go in a very like odd way.
Yeah.
In terms, like if you think of resources.
Yeah.
So you like this artist who's going against this juggernaut, which is Def Jam, and you're going against Def Jam's biggest artist at the time. It's not gonna work out.
Tough fight. Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Very tough fight.
It's not gonna work. So yeah, that battle, so for me, I don't like getting like, things get complicated, man. Me, let's stick to the thing.
Yeah, the main thing.
Yeah, are we rapping or are we not rapping? If you're not rapping, get out this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like so that's how I see it. So when I was looking at this thing, I was like, nobody is rapping.
You felt like nobody was rapping?
Nobody's rapping, bro.
What, it was more gossipy, you feel?
Yeah, it's like I'm taking shots. It wasn't, as a 40-year-old, I didn't compute it well. Like I was just like, this is not something I'm interested in.
Sheesh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the rap thing has, I think, taken a turn as far as battles go, like now. Especially after the Bhuda T thing of saying, he has a kid that he didn't tell us about. It's like, so it feels like everyone has to have that type of thing to pull out in a battle.
Nah, bro, I don't think it's not that I have not, bro, the first battle I experienced was Biggie and Pac.
Yeah.
Both of them are dead.
True.
So I'm not experiencing like I was very interested in that battle.
Yeah.
And you know, I remember that. I remember the video, seeing the video for the first time and just going, whoa.
Yeah. Classic.
I saw it once. I don't have to see that again. That's why. I mean, for me, it's like I'm cool. I don't have to see it again. And for me, it's like, it peaks at death, brother.
Yeah. That's the only place it's going to.
It peaks at death. Yeah. So I don't. And I'm not even being like holier than thou that this is beneath me. That's not my stance. It's just a disinterest. It's just a disinterest.
Yeah, that's fair. And have you ever had what is it? Comic beef? Comedians beef, yeah?
Yeah, but I think comics, I mean, Toles Mo be beefing on, you be calling people out all the time.
Yeah, he was just beefing with Skumba, né?
I just don't beef. Yeah. I don't beef, man. I've had a Twitter beef with Casper.
Yeah, I was about to say, you beef with rappers.
Yeah, but that was such an internet thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember like bumping into Casper at the airport and being like, yo, you know I have no beef with you, right? This is just internet. And he was like, yeah, cool. And then next week he had me again on the road. And I was like, oh man. I was like, yo, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It never got to for me at least, it never got to a place where I was like, on site. Nah, I don't care.
You personally didn't feel that way?
No.
But did you feel like it might be that on his side?
I don't know. I think so. I mean, listen. Let me put it like this. So there was a time. We all used to play football together. Me, Casper, AKA Major League, like Shake, like a lot of DJs, a lot of corporate dudes. But we have like a Monday football. And we all used to play together. And those dudes used to play in the same team sometimes. And Casper used to play in the same team sometimes. And Casper bring his boys. And we just all jam, bro. We play football. And I remember the day Shake dropped Composure. Changed our football lives.
Changed everything.
Yeah, it was like dudes in rock. You know what I mean? It was like a weird. And now you have to choose like, we were like, yo, man, we still want to kick footy.
Now you have to figure out whose side you're on, who's
and
right,
it was
who's
crazy
wrong.
because Shake dropped the track. Like, if you remember.
Yeah, he leaked it. Yeah.
So remember, so we play footy at 5. This shit drops at like, well, my 12, so. Young Tola. So in that 4 hours, we have to play footy. And I remember going, Shake, what the fuck did you just do? Like, yo, it was so crazy. It was mad. Yeah. It was actually quite like an interesting time.
That thing tore the game in half, actually.
Yeah.
People had to either go this way or that way.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was neither here or there. I mean, I did like both people's music, but I was on Keenan's album.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes. I was on Keenan's album. I mean, Teebs got me on Keenan's album. Me and Teebs were friends, and that's how I met Keenan.
Yeah, R.I.P. Teebs.
Yeah, I both those brothers, bro.
Both of them,
So Teebs got me on. Teebs, we were living in Killarney at the time. And I remember T was always involved in like many things, you know. And then he was like, yo, I'm doing this rap stuff. I was just like, all right, boy, do your thing. and the stuff starts picking up. And then one day it's like, yo, we're gonna I mean, Keenan had a bars.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yo, he's gonna drop his first EP. And I convinced him to do skits. So you gotta come do skits. And I was like, anytime. And I just pulled up and it was like an hour of like riffing.
Yeah,
and then I was like, you guys just take the ones you need and I'm gonna get the hell out of here. And it was done. But I never really chose sides. I mean, my proclivity would be like, I'm probably gonna roll with, I see Teebs and Keenan more.
Okay, yeah.
So, I mean, I only saw Casper at football.
Okay. And that was what? On just on a friendship, on a real nigga level, or musically as well?
I think Keenan is like producer and just overall success. I think, first of all, I think of them like on par. And I think of them like in terms of rap peaking, I think they were like the peak. Right? Just in terms of success and just the musicality of all of that. So for me, I don't separate them. I think like separating them is a preference. It's preference based. But in terms of tier and level, there was the exact same thing. You know what I mean? Like the Keenan's musicality was insane for me. I thought it was crazy. And I thought Casper selling out the Dome and F&B was insane. So you almost want that from one artist. But if it comes in two different pockets, it's still a win. You can hate everything, but you have to acknowledge the W's and the W's for the game or whatever the case.
The one can do the other and the one can do the...
It's like, you know what I mean?
So two sides of the same coin.
Boom. It's like, so if you ask me about a top 5, I would never put one on top of the other. I'll just always be like, no, Zintang at least.
Is that fair? By Intanga, them niggas.
Zintang and fit. And it's also timely. It's not like the one is after it's happening at the same time. They're dropping at the same time. You know what I mean? So I think for me, like even just they didn't have to beef. They just had to put out music. I hate the beefiness. It's unsophisticated.
Just a fire way to say that.
It's unsophisticated. Just exist and make dope shit. Why are you beefing? It's uncultured.
Didn't you also have a
even.
little bit of a squabble with Keenan as well on Twitter?
No. I think no. I don't think so. The last time, no, it's never. We might have said some shit in passing, but it was never like a thing. I actually was going through my DMs, my Instagram DMs, and we were supposed to actually do skits for this album. He had like we spoke about it a while ago, and he was like, yeah, I want you to do the thing. I mean, if you really want, I can show you the last conversation we had. But it was like, yo, I want you to do things on my album again, and then that should happen. And at the time, I was like, yo, I'm in London. As soon as I get back, as soon as I touch down, I'm gonna hit you up. And he passed away while I was in London.
Sheesh.
So I think we would have met, but I'm also it wouldn't have happened because a lot of things, you know how when you're creating. It's an idea at the moment.
Yeah, then you
3 months later, it's not an idea. And sometimes out of sight, out of mind. But it was a conversation we had.
That's dope. And when you received those news, how was that?
It was crazy. I was like, oh man, it was just the nature of it. Yeah. It was just gruesome. It was just gruesome.
And the fact that we all saw it.
We saw it
was crazy.
Yeah, it was gruesome. Yeah, I mean, also just losing Teebs because
in the crossfire too is crazy.
Yeah, it was so man. It was like I was in a bad place for a long time. I was just like, oh my days.
Yeah,
because I remember the last time I saw Teebs, we were in Cape Town, and we had this like routine of like I don't know if you know at the waterfront they have like the basketball courts. They're at the skate park.
I've seen the skate park.
Right next to the skate park is a basketball court.
Oh, okay.
And we used to like go there like at 6 in the morning.
Okay.
And shoot hoops. And like
Real
play
baller
one-on-one.
shit.
And play one-on-one for like an hour. And we play like multiple games to 11. Like we play 5 games to 11. And then we'd have breakfast. It was our thing. It would be like,
that's
you know what I
dope.
mean? It was cool. And I'd known Tips since we were in high school. So it was like, it was, dog, it really, really, really.
That was tough.
It was tough, bro. It was like,
tough.
oh my God, this is.
That was.
Yeah. I mean, I was always interested what he was going to do next because he was always like, okay, let's do this next. I'm going to do this next.
Also, the position he was in at the time.
Yeah.
Because he was always like a darling, and then he had the whole switch, and
Yeah.
it was so traumatic. Like the ending was so traumatic.
Yeah. I mean, we had lots of conversation about, the other stuff, which is like private. But yeah, man, he just had like a very resilient spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you followed him, it'd always be like, yeah, wake up and fight. Like, wake up and that was his thing. Like, wake up and fight. Wake up and
Yeah,
fight.
even seeing him like soon after like the tragedy, I was like, because he still kind of tried to keep a bouncy like
Outlook.
energy. Yeah. Like, because he was, I'm sure it was probably like 4 months, 5 after the tragic loss
Yes.
of his fiance, and then he was already talking about Mass Country. I'm gonna make this album of this, that. I'm like, damn. Everybody else is feeling like, yo, you should be.
Hold on. Loss of fiance.
Yeah.
Wait.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Anele. Why? Wait, huh? Yeah, he lost his fiance at the hotel in Durban.
You're talking about Keenan.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about Teebs.
Oh, no, I'm talking about...
Oh, shit, my bad.
Oh,
because I'm
no,
like,
I'm
which
talking about
fiance?
Forbes,
Oh,
yeah.
no, okay, cool. Backtrack.
Yeah, I was talking about
So
Forbes.
we talk, okay, because I'm like, fiance? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know when you're like, I thought I knew that.
Yeah, I saw your post, like, wait, huh?
Oh, shit. I didn't,
I guess they shared the resilient spirit.
Yeah. I mean, woo. Whoa. Wait. Track back.
Yeah, because I was like, how did you feel when... And then you told me about how you felt about it as far as with T, because of the bond you had with him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, because we saw it. And then when you started talking about the resilient spirit, I started talking about Forbes' resilient spirit.
Right, okay, I got you. I missed that whole... But I think, yeah, man. God bless those brothers, bro.
Yeah, that was a bad way to go.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So your international appeal, how far did you go internationally, or are you still going?
Oh man, I'm like half my life is on the other. Like I've got a lot of my life this side, but like I just got booked for a gig in Nice like this afternoon.
In who?
In Nice, like in France. And I'm like, yo, she's like, yo, I want you to do this show in Nice. And I'm like, oh man.
How did you achieve that?
I mean, I've been in the UK since like 2014. Like back and forth.
Yeah.
So that's like 11 years now.
So did you initiate that?
Yeah. That was
okay, so you went and planted yourself that side.
Yeah.
That's what it takes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what you're asking. Yeah. So I've been like, okay, yeah, man. There's just things that keep bringing me back home that I have to deal with, and there's always something that I have to come deal with at home, which is fine. It's not like an issue. So it kind of slows me down a little bit. But I think that I also wasn't like too definitive about. I really want to be in South Africa, but I want to be in the world. I want to have access to the world, as opposed to like, oh, I live in New York and that's where I operate from. I still want to be like, no, I'm from here, but I can be
just
independent.
move around.
Yeah. Be in the world. I think like, you know that clip. They found us.
Yeah.
They found us. They found us because they thought we were like slamming it out in that way.
Yeah, they did.
And then we were like, oh no, because it never made sense. They were like, what do you mean? Like, how do you? And then you're like, brother.
Get on the plane.
Yeah, so I'm like, buck for buck, South Africa is good value for money as a place to live. So I always want to be here, but I want to be able to I want to be able to play in New York or Austin or Copenhagen and just, tour at.
But how do you build that? How did you build that? Because we don't see too many local comedians have that level of access. So it's like, oh yeah, no, next month.
It takes time. I think for my strategy was to be in the festivals. The best way is like, just be in the festival circuit. That's a good start. Because in the festivals, because once you do well in a festival, there's other festival bookers or people who will recommend you. Then you find yourself, like if you look at Waffles and them, they're always at the festivals, the big ones.
Yeah.
So there's comedy festivals as well. So you can get into the festival circuit, and that's how. So in 5 years, you'll be.
Then they get familiar.
They get familiar with you. They're like, you're a good comic or whatever the case, and things just pop off from there.
Kind of the same way Black Coffee did it, no?
Don't really know how. I mean, I don't know his trajectory in that way. I guess I'm not into like dance music, so I don't like.
That's fair. That's fair.
For me, for me to have like an interest in his trajectory, I kind of have to.
So you're not the type to follow celebrity culture, like just for the sake of knowing what people are up to. That's not your shit.
I mean, I know what's happening in popular culture.
Yeah.
But like a trajectory is a very specific, like I can tell you like a lot of other, like things I'm interested in. Generally dance music I've never been really interested in. So
even now with the Janos being on top and going crazy.
Imagine at the tender age of 40, I'm 42, like in a couple of
dealing with that knock drum.
No, I'm gong.
Can't do
it. For me, first of all, I walk into a place, I'm like, yo, this music is too loud.
It is starting to feel that way.
You understand what I'm saying? Imagine now I have to embrace this whole culture. No.
And they jam it all
also, they
night.
must be honest. They're not making it for me.
Yeah, not at all.
I'm not the dude they making the music.
Not at all. You have this thing of you walk in a room and find a corner. And then
Not
just
entire. Yeah, I mean,
and then
I am a loner in a way.
Yeah, then you just like absorb the room. And I'm like, yo, this like every time I see, I don't know whether to dap you or it's like, is he?
Sometimes the music it's just that the music is too loud.
So you're just trying to find the quietest corner.
I don't know. It depends on my mood, man. It depends on my mood. I'm like an extremely temperamental human being. So sometimes I'm just a moody.
And then you just want to...
I just want to sit. But I want to be around my friends, but I don't want to...
You don't want to do the...
Yeah, but I am enjoying around being my friends. Or like, if it's your birthday, I'm there. I genuinely want to be there. But maybe my mood at the time is a bit like off. And it's not like... It's not an indication of how I feel about you or even being there. It's just my mood. You know?
People have somewhat, I've heard... put the tag of you being like a comedian for white folk.
That's
right?
Crazy. Oh no,
you've heard that? No, am I making that up? Have you said that? No, am I making that up?
No, that's crazy. Like, cause I did a show now in Cape Town, like 4 weeks. I was probably doing 20% white, and it's crazy because it's a theater and there's 2 rooms. One is playing like a musical, and then I'm in the other room, and the other room is like 100% white.
Oh.
And then I'm like 60% black in Cape Town, and then probably like 30% colored, and maybe like 5% white in my audience.
Shit.
I wouldn't say that.
Is the word contemporaries your colleagues?
Contemporaries, yeah.
Yeah, contemporaries, right?
Yeah,
that was the right word.
Yeah.
I felt like you might know the right word.
Yes, because I do say cow. I say cow.
Yes, you.
I'll trust him with contemporaries because he says cow.
Do they appeal as much as you do to a wide audience? Or
I don't know. I don't know.
range?
I mean, listen, when we all started out doing stand-up, I'll be honest with you, the audiences would be majority white, but I don't think that's the case right now. Especially the audience that come to me. It is a lot of black people. But I mean, I'm trying to think. I was in Pretoria last weekend at the Adobe, and I'm trying to think that I wasn't paying attention to the demographic, but it was definitely maybe like 15% white. It wasn't like a white one. It was a white audience.
So then,
but I think for me, like if you're in the room with me, you're gonna have a good time because my sense of connection allows everybody to feel in place. You know?
Yeah, because I was gonna ask. So you don't like tailor your content to be like, okay, I know this one's gonna hit the white folks.
First of all, when you're addressing me, stop using the word content.
That's fair. That's fair because I just did a post saying hey, I don't do content.
No, I mean, I think I get this question a lot because people, and I think people are for the most part are projecting their public speaking insecurities on me, and I'm like, think of being on stage as a conversation, right? Mm-hmm. When you're about to have a conversation, let's say the guy is from Poland. What do you adjust about you? What do you adjust about yourself that makes you relate to the Polish guy? Not much. You just talk. Yeah,
just gonna
exactly. Yeah. Think of like rap music. Dudes talk about their blog. They do a whole album on their blog.
Yeah.
They don't go, I wonder if the guy in Soshanguve is going to understand me. They don't care, dog.
Yeah.
I'm telling you about my blog.
True.
And in my blog, they sell crack, and there's a guy called Pookie with a gun, he will shoot you. You understand what I'm saying? So I also hate this idea that people have to be constantly in adaptation mode to sort of go to the next level. I think like if you like stay in your thing and make your thing as authentic to yourself as possible, fuck it, man. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so then you're more of a...
Have you seen the clip of Live at the Apollo?
No, sir.
So in that clip, I mean, it's crazy that you haven't seen the clip. The clip is like on 50 million views on the internet. So you wallet.
I am.
But you have to watch it because it will answer this question you're asking me. I'm talking about like South African things that pertain to the world. But I wouldn't say like I'm mending myself or bending or like sort of, how do I say, I'm not altering the things that I'm trying to communicate. I'm just communicating so that they understand, but the ideas remain.
But the ideas are still authentic to...
I think for us, like the closest thing to that was probably OK Malum.
Expound on it.
It's like, it's rap, but it's the most South African, version of rap. Very stylistically, dress, graphics, slang, beats, rhyme patterns, schemes. It's like if we were to like draft one of an archetype, that would be it. Like all of it, all the other versions of it, I think are ideation of like New York rap.
Everybody?
Everybody.
I'm
saying like it builds from there. I'm not saying it's that. It builds from there. Where OK Malum is, it's like a different thing. It's like, think of like the London Brews.
I was about to say, Malum Cool Cat's stuff kind of felt a bit London.
I can accept that as an argument.
And it's like the undertone was, because even the style of dress, when you said style of dress, like a bit London.
The Cavelas with the... Stop it.
No, the sneakers. The
Yeah, but-
tracksuits, the...
Okay, I mean, I can accept that argument. But, okay.
Also, would someone like a Forbes, because I feel like he was our most South African rapper, like, do you feel like he has that New York baseline as well?
New York is the baseline for rap,
I
dog.
mean, yes, fair.
That's all I'm saying.
You don't feel like at some point he had gotten rid of that and created a South African baseline? No. With levels and mass country.
It's still that, man. It's like if you listen to...
Okay, The World Is Yours is very Kanye in production.
It's like, I mean, listen, I'm not saying, and I also don't want to come across as saying that we unoriginal anyway. I'm just saying all things come from somewhere. Like, if you watch me, you say, oh, there's snippets of, I don't know, Mike Epps or whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying that, well, we get influenced by the things we consume.
Yeah.
And it's
fair.
So it's, I think, I mean, New York rap is the most influential thing, like ever. I mean, obviously the South is is up now.
Yeah, the South.
And LA was up at some point, New York ran for, it is what it is. But I'm saying, for me, I'm just like, this is all, it's all
Who were your influences, actually?
To what?
For
influence?
comedy.
For stand-up?
Yeah.
Probably.
Because I just heard you say Mike Epps, and
I love Mike Epps.
I was just watching
really
his
like Mike
Breakfast
Epps.
Club interview this morning.
I really like Mike Epps.
Yeah, he's dope, but fuck Mike Epps.
Now I like Bill Burr. There's a guy I really like, Australian dude called Carl Barron. Oh my God, he's so funny.
I need to get into that.
There's just a bunch of guys, man. I mean, I think like with these things, like if I were to give you like if you guys I like sometimes there's a guy called he's so bizarre. What's his name again? He's a British dude. What's his name? Like he does weird things where he in Australia he like he just has like very peculiar ideas. So he booked this theater and then people came and he's doing it and then he just locked them up and started reading a book.
What?
He's like, yeah, well. Then he just read this book to them. He's like, I was reading this afternoon. I thought I'd share it with you. Boom, 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 boom. Started reading the thing. And I was like, okay.
And that was the show?
No, I'm just saying his level of absurdity.
Oh, okay.
There. So I'm like,
but did he leave it at that? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, this was like 2017 when
okay.
I wasn't in the show, but I heard because his venue was like next door to mine. And people were like, and I was like, yeah, I fuck with that guy. I like I like this guy.
His venue was next to mine.
Is that a flex?
A little bit.
I mean, it was a festival. Yeah, it was in Melbourne, 2017. It was great.
That's dope. Yeah. So, influences, it's just them niggas? No Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle's good. Chappelle I fuck with. I love the Chappelles. I love it, the Chappelle. I don't know, man. I don't know. There was a time I also
no Cat Williams, none of the...
like I also, I like all these dudes. I don't have like an outright favorite where I'm like, this is the fucking guy.
So you don't have a top 5 also? Because I was going to ask you for that.
Not comedy. I can give you rap top 5s.
You don't have a comedy top 5?
Nah.
Sheesh.
Bro, people have to stop making like top 5 is a compulsory shit that you gotta.
But you have one for
people will just be like, yo, you got top 5 foods? I'm like, my nigga, I don't walk around thinking what's a fucking top 5 foods in my life.
You have a top 5 rap though?
I can give you because top 5 rap is like top 5 rap is a thing.
True. And then it just was taken
Then
to
everybody was
else,
like, top 5 footballers. I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about top 5 basketball players. Top 5 thing is a rap thing, and that's it. That's where it ends.
Okay, do you have a GOAT then? Do you have a GOAT?
A GOAT?
Yeah, GOAT comedian?
Bro.
GOAT comic.
I mean, the obvious answer is probably Richard Pryor. But that's it. Like I don't have a top 5. I know I'm boring. Because it gets crazy. Now I'm doing a food podcast and people are like, what's your top 5 food? I'm a Zamba. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? I don't give a fuck about this thing that you ask. You know what I mean? Fair. Like it's like a weird thing to try to.
Richard Pryor, okay.
Because it's art as well. It's like
yeah.
I can give you a top 5 rap.
Okay.
I'll give you a top 5 rap.
Okay,
easily.
before you give me that one,
you have no idea how ready I am for top 5 rap.
You sound very ready.
I am so like it's like all this other shit. Where did you start? I'm like top 5, man.
You just
top
wanna
5. Give me the fucking top 5.
Is Trevor Noah the GOAT comic in SA?
Probably, you could say that. I mean, this is why the reason I hate those conversations is because they're so so everyone gets to speak on it and all kind. But he's done great things, so there is no question about that.
They can't really fight that, no?
No.
Are you friends with him? Are you in that friend circle?
I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him was in a hotel foyer. He was doing his thing. But we was like, hey, how you doing? Boom, 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 out. But I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
So it's not like comics walk around like, yo, we want to be like Trevor.
I think, man, like, I'm also like very like wary to how do you say, like, try to emulate a career. Like I said earlier, like you don't know the mechanics to get to the thing, and everyone's on their own little personal. It's an incredible career and a journey, but I can't wish for that because it's not. There's a lot of things that I have to do that maybe I'm not even capable of doing, or maybe even willing or not willing to do to get to where the hell that is. You know what I mean?
There's a criticism of comedians not going in as much as they did on the politics during the Zuma era. What's that
I was
about?
on TV in the Zuma era and I was going the hell in.
And you were going crazy, yeah. So why is no one going crazy right now?
Now?
There's no one who's out there, like you said, the Ndlozi jokes were those, the
I think,
Julius
you know what was
jokes,
crazy?
the
one thing I do regret is that I regret not passing the show on.
Yeah.
And me and Kagiso have had a conversation about we regret not passing on the Pure Manati show. All the things, like it has to get passed on. It must be an institution, more of an institution and less of a me thing or Kagiso thing. Or
like
it has to be like an
thing.
SNL situation. So
Daily
you
show.
get to groom people and pass it on to them. So I wish I'd passed that thing on. Then we would still have the culture of the commentary because the people miss the commentary. But I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, you don't.
I did it. I was just like, I don't want to do it.
You're off that.
I'm off that. Like I'm off that. I really am.
That's fair.
Yeah, I just want to tell fart jokes now.
Okay, you're top 5.
Top 5 fart jokes?
No. If you have one, yeah, but your top 5 hip hop, what are you gonna do? International or local? We need both, actually.
This nigga doesn't. This nigga has no idea.
We need both. You wrote it down?
This nigga has no idea how ready I am.
Is that a pocketbook?
Have you ever watched? I watch, and then people, every time you say top 5, people are like,
people start.
Then you're like, yo, bro, they ask this question every episode. Just prepare. Yeah. So what did I do? Prepared.
With a pocketbook.
Hey, I hope I took the right pocketbook.
But you kind of shook also for the comedian ones. Well, you just don't have one.
I don't have one.
You didn't shake. That's fair.
Top 5. Top 5.
Local or international? We need both.
So my first top 5 is like objective, like if you're taking everything, hits, Grammys, influence.
GOAT level, yeah.
Like GOAT, like GOAT. Objectively speaking, it's not necessarily...
Not preference.
It's not preference, whatever.
At number 5?
At number 5, I'm going to bracket these two. I'm going to put them together like I did with Casper and AKA.
Okay.
Wayne and Kendrick. Same amount of influence, same tier.
Kendrick, same amount of influence as Wayne.
Tier.
As Wayne. Oh, it's not up for debate.
I know. I'm
That's
saying
fair.
these ones you can debate.
Okay.
And then I put same. I'm bracketing 2. Same
At number 4.
Like we did with Keenan and Casper. It's
Okay.
it's like what do you a toss of a coin.
Yeah.
Either one is like you in good hands at
Okay.
5. Number 4, LL Cool J Ice Cube. LL Cool J.
Yeah.
LL Cool J Ice Cube. 3, Drake.
Hey.
2, Jay.
Okay. Ooh.
Number 1, Drug. You'd be fighting the wrong person if you didn't say Kanye West, bro. If you didn't say Kanye West, you're playing games, bro. Kanye is like, stop it, man. Like,
done it all.
I'm talking like if now we have to now add numbers and and also like to have like your first 4 albums come out the gate like that is insane. It's insane. First 4, like with Kanye didn't miss for like 12 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's fair.
Stop it.
And also what he was giving to other people, not
Stop
just his own shit. Like, whew.
Kind. So thanks for the applause, because I was like, oh, these guys are about to
We're
struggle.
about to fight. No, I can fuck with the top 3.
Okay.
We have to tidy up 4 and 5.
We're flipping, I know. If you flip a coin, either one, I'm happy. These are my favorite now.
Yeah.
I'm going to my favorite top 5.
Okay,
This is not objectively speaking. This is like,
Okay.
I go to war with these rappers.
Okay, yeah, these are the go to war with rappers.
Oh shit! I actually even got 4, bro. So I'm gonna go 4, 5, 6. I mean 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2, 1. Okay.
The Nas at 4.
For going to war. Okay, yeah. You
Nas
strapped
with
up.
the bars.
Yeah.
3, Biggie.
Okay, you going to war?
Andre, 2.
Sheesh.
Number 1, Tariq Trotter. Black Thought, the legendary.
Is Tariq Trotter his real name?
Yeah. You know when you're black, Grootman.
Oh, so
now you leave his rap name. This is Tariq Trotter.
yeah, those are
Black Thought is number 1. Like,
those are some go
forget
to war
about it. There's
rappers,
nobody.
yeah.
Even when you see his Funk Flex freestyle.
Recent?
About 2017 or something.
Okay, yeah. That I saw, yeah. No, Black Thought, like my older brother, EXO, he's a big Black Thought guy. So I had to...
No, stop it.
I had to get in there and...
Stop. If you listen to all those albums, you're like, oh my days.
He also
now
does...
he's going.
He makes that feel so easy.
Yes.
It makes it seem like rapping at that level is easy.
No, he's incredible.
Wait, so you're not a Pac guy?
Not entirely, no. I mean, I like Pac, not top 5.
Like even influence-wise?
Oh, Skip Abani, top 5. Skip Abani.
Kendrick, more influential than Pac, is crazy.
I think also, okay. I mean, there's producers?
What, top 5 producers?
Bro, what part of Ready do you not understand?
Shit, let's go, big dog. Let's go. That's interesting too.
Producers. So we're going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Producers, top 5.
Yeah.
Objectively speaking.
Ooh, yeah.
Organized Noise.
Continue.
Organized Noise. So they did the first 4 Outkast albums. So there's a dude called Ray Murray, Sleepy Brown, and Rico Wade. Rico Wade just passed away last year. And
these are names that I've heard, but I'm not.
And his Future's uncle did Future's first album, but that one was, So they had a crew called Organized Noise. They did they did Outkast's first 4 albums. That's it's that.
Enough said, yeah.
And those albums, Equipment, all of that shit. Number 4, we got Timberland.
At 4. Whew. Okay, it's getting hot.
Timberland, number 4. Number 3, we got the Neptunes.
All as a collective
Yeah,
or Pharrell?
Neptunes, brother. What do you mean? Neptunes, brother. Neptunes is both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did he leave the
Brother,
other man?
even if you take the era where the guy leaves, Neptunes.
So you're saying them, if you exclude Pharrell's solo work,
Yeah.
them as Neptunes are number 3?
Number 3. Clean.
Over Timberland?
Brother.
Over Timberland?
Brother.
Okay.
All those Clips albums.
Is that enough to beat Timberland?
Let me put you in perspective. There was a year in music, I think it was either 2000, 2001, where Neptunes had 40% of the charts. No
Okay.
one's ever done that.
That's fair.
You can't.
But now that's 1 year.
But
To be fair.
it's a year that no one's ever had.
Okay. So, okay, this becomes...
Neptunes, bro.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
It's Neptunes.
Go ahead.
Go.
Yeah.
What do you say?
No,
The Neptunes
go ahead.
What are you talking about, bro? The Neptunes.
No, I hear you, because there's Justin Timberlake, there's
Hey.
Clips, there's Pharrell's music, there's some
Change
Jay-Z
clothes.
music. Yeah.
What do you mean? How? I am surprised how this is even a debate.
But Timberland does just as much work. Because Timberland's also
But
doing the Aliyah.
It's neither here or there. It's one. It's not like Timberland is number 39.
Yeah, it's not. Okay,
We're arguing semantics now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they are 3, ne? They are
That's 3
3.
Neptunes. And then we have Dre at number 2. Number 1, you got us. It's
Okay.
Kanye, dad. There's no way. It's Kanye West. What are you talking about? Kanye? Hey, Kanye owns a massive.
Nah, Kanye is. I think everybody can live with that. With dog, Timberland has to be higher on there. Okay, but Dre still okay. Ish.
Guys, it's neither here or there, bro. I think like it's not like the guy is young.
Yeah, it's not too.
And also, where are
It's the same
you?
group of people.
Yeah, it's a
They all in the same room.
yeah.
Okay.
We're having dinner, pass the salt. It's good times.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
These are my favorite producers. This is
so
me
those
now.
were the objective.
Yeah,
five.
that one is ngakuluma and chat
Okay, yeah.
and everyone gets
So
involved.
favorites, okay.
Lana skulumi la.
There's nothing to discuss. Yeah.
Number 5, Alchemist.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Number 4, Kanye.
He's at number 4.
For me, yeah.
Shit.
Number 3 is Organized Noise.
Okay.
Number 2, Q-Tip.
Okay.
Q-Tip is dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
Q-Tip is dangerous.
Yeah.
Number 1, Primo.
Okay. That's a solid favorite.
Number.
So none of the commercially objective niggas really get there except for Kanye.
Favorite.
On a favorite level.
Lana is
Personal.
It's
just you.
The one that hits my heart. Lana there's no charts. Some of the guys chart. But I'm listening to Alchemist and you gotta listen to a guy called Conductor Williams. Drake is trying to get him into studio now, but I don't know how that's gonna.
Yeah,
there's
Drake
a guy
did a few Conductor beats, no? For all the
but you
dose?
must listen to Conductor's Day.
Yeah.
Not the hits. No.
Send me a playlist.
Oh my God, I gotta do the homework too.
I'm assuming you have one.
Go to Spotify or whatever.
Okay, they do it.
Yeah, and then just be like Conductor Williams.
Essentials, yeah.
Top 5 local.
Let's go.
Yo, bro, this dude don't know how ready I am. I'm ready.
Objectively, right?
Aya wena la kuzoliwa la.
Kuyaphoqa. Kuyaliwa vela kuma
Number
top
5. Number 5. This okay. The local number 5. It's not. This one is objective, and I've squeezed them. I'm
objective and preference.
And preference.
Okay. Fairish, but okay, we'll let you slide.
5, nasty.
Oh, I like that. I like where you started, and I can respect that. I hear you. I'm not gonna fight you.
Silence.
Yeah. That's fair. I think he's worked his way into 5.
Number 4 to me.
Stogie. Okay. So you're saying you've mixed objective and preference.
Yeah, It's not big enough of a pool.
Okay. Stogie at 4.
3, I got Squatter.
Squatter at 3. I'm hearing cries at the back.
I'm fuck off.
So Squatter over Nasty? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Squatter has way more influence than Nasty. Brother, Squatter, you guys don't understand. Squatter camp, brother. Squatter camp. I'm telling you, you have no. Nasty comes in when
Snicker's
rap
gonna
is
kill
a
me.
charting thing, bro. Rap is a thing. These guys existed when rap was not a thing. You're consuming the art when it's a thing.
Okay, but if we're addressing just the influence though, Nasty's influence is crazy. On
Bro,
the kids?
He's number 5, bro.
Yeah.
It's not
fair,
like
fair.
the guy is in the club. He's drinking.
I hate this cop out. Nobody's in the same room.
Yo, you bugging out. Like, no.
Okay, but Squatter Camp at 3, right?
No, I gotta put Squatter there.
Okay, yeah, it's fair, but you could have put them at 5, respectfully. Slicker, I love you. Smacks, you my big dog. Because they also influenced my influencers, which is Tear Gas. So that's they the ones. They the ones.
Ah, man, come on.
They the ones.
Mas scoring into Schrot. What are you doing now?
It's fair.
All right, cool, okay.
Okay, 3. Yes.
We're flipping the coin. Cass and
They're 2.
they're 2, bro.
Cass and Forbes. Okay.
They're 2. I think we've had this conversation at 2. But at number 1, I gotta give it to Pro.
Okay. I'll argue this another day with someone
You'll argue
else.
it another day?
With someone else, yeah. Just
I hate the fact that you think I'm copping out.
yeah, because then your cop out is but it's not like I put him too far from, because you don't want to get into the
nitty-gritty.
nitty-gritty.
Yeah, because it's also like preference and art and what I like.
But objectivity.
Okay, let's go. Let's hear it. I'm trying to, yeah, go.
No,
I'll
we
pretend like
can
I'm
avoid
listening.
it. Yeah, we can avoid it because I know you're gonna tap out. Okay.
No,
it's fine.
better.
It's solid though, because that's Nasty 5.
But like
Stogie 4.
Nasty and KO I would put in the same.
Flip the coin there.
It's a flip the coin situation.
At 5.
Yeah.
Stogie,
Squatter.
Keenan and Kale.
It's like
Then of course Pro. Okay.
Pro was different, man. I think Pro was like he connected the hood to rap, and in South Africa rap wasn't a hood thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't.
So he was the first guy to sort of like bring that together. So, but he wasn't like Forbes level or like Casper level in terms of where you took it.
Yeah, but he built that bridge.
He built that bridge.
Yeah. I mean, of course,
I hate it building that bridge, you get props. If you get props for Grammys, you gotta get props for building the bridge, bro. That bridge is a very, very, very intense bridge to build.
It is. And okay, I'll leave it at that. I don't want to argue you. There's a hand up.
I know Pro from when I was a young nigga and his influence was just reading the guy like that, like obviously saying inspiration. I don't know.
Pro could out.
So
Pro
the question
could
was because it's not on the mic. Was if Pro was the guy like that because he's a young man and the influence and impact.
I hate this. Ooh, young man. Yo, there's the internet. Go look at Pro's shit and what he was doing at the time, bro. Why are you acting like a 5-year-old, bro? You're a grown man, bro. Go to the internet.
Do your homework.
Yeah, do the Googles, bro. That dude. Oh, dog, come on, dog.
Nah,
why do I have to explain Pro to a guy who says he likes rap, man? Nobody explained cool Jew rap to me. I get it.
That's fair, yeah.
Dudes are like, yo, this dude without hello cool. Like, so this thing of not acknowledging the people before you is the most un-African, un-black thing ever. Maus tutani.
That's fair. What
are you talking about? There's people people think they started this thing, bro. So if you in the thing, you go, oh, Mao's 2000. You don't start with your own name, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whose name are you giving props to? Who built this thing? Who built this idea? What do you mean, bro?
Yeah.
No, these guys, and also now you're gonna look at the charts. I mean, we have to acknowledge when the thing peaked and where all this. But there's dudes like you think the rappers that are on now are gonna be on in 15 years' time?
No.
So you gotta give props to a guy who's been rapping for 10, 20 years.
Yeah. Facts. KO.
There we go.
Give him his props, yeah.
Best rap album I've got. Best rap albums. This guy thinks I'm playing games, you know.
We also need the producers. Do you have the local producers? Or you're not
producers?
Really accepted?
I haven't thought of. I mean, it's not like I'll give you best rap albums.
Let's go, Big Dog.
I think Forbes. Whatever rap producers, I think I'd put Forbes one.
Oof. Put him at what?
Number one, yeah.
Number one.
No, Forbes.
That's fire because he actually tweeted that at some stage. He was like, if we're going off catalog,
it's crazy.
Then he deserves to go down as the best producer to ever do it.
No. Forbes was insane. I'm happy that I told him that.
Fire.
When I had an opportunity, when I saw him, I was like, actually, I didn't see him. I DM'd him. And
That's
I was like,
fair.
No.
I like that.
Hey, the rap albums. This is objective. And
okay.
a
bit of.
I'm mixing it up.
Flavor.
Number 5, I'd say Miseducation. But it's not really a rap album, but it's.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Okay. At 5. Whew.
It's 5.
Okay. Let's see where you go.
Redman, Muddy Waters. I love that album.
Okay. I didn't really get in there like that. Is that when he did Let's Get Dirty?
Before 2 albums before that.
Okay, yeah.
I think the album before that. 2 albums before that, I don't know. It came out in like 97.
Okay, I was... Yeah. So what, Muddy Waters?
Yeah, trust me, bro.
Okay. I mean, Redman is one of Eminem's favorite rappers, so...
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Redman is... This dude is laughing because I said 997. Hey, this dude. You niggas think like Aquemini. It's an Outkast album.
Okay.
I feel like I'm talking to... This is why I don't fucking talk to you niggas on the internet. The reason I don't argue on the internet is because I'm talking to you. I'm quoting a dude who rapped in 97. You weren't born in 97. Uyangithola. And then you wanna like, so you think everything is new. You think the beef is new. You think everything is new. I'm like, dog, I've seen this. I know this. I'm not being cynical. I know this.
So is that the first Outkast album?
No, it's like what? Third album.
Need to get my Outkast work in.
Yeah, you see, what? Infamous, Mobb Deep, second album.
Okay. You at what now? That's number?
That's number 2. I think the best rap album for me personally, probably Doggy Style, Snoop.
Best rap album?
There's no better album than that, bro. For me, that album like bangs like it bangs, it hits my soul like the first time I heard it.
Sheesh. Yo, that best rap album top 5 is okay. I'll take that. Because you were there when I was 5 running around.
So
you were there jamming. I'll respect it. Damn, no Eminem album, no Jay album, no Nas album. Nas is one of your fighters.
No Nas album, no. Chronic 2000, it's a good album, but this is my top 5, man.
Okay.
These albums are, yeah.
I'll take that. Do you have a toast for us? I think you'll leave us right there. That's a
toast?
Yeah, for our exit. A water toast.
Oh, a water toast. Let me think. To life,
Or
man.
is there any other thing you wanted to tell us outside of your top 5s that you want to leave the people with here?
Top 5
on
podcasts.
LOTV? Let's hear it.
You're not on the list. I know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say, man. But this is interesting. Oh, this really confirms we really starting at a different base in terms of when you're having a hip-hop discussion. That's why there's no value arguing on the internet. Because when were you born, bro? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
201, shit, 201, I'm trying to think do you understand? Now I'm arguing with this guy about now he's telling me about the baby. And I don't know the baby. Not that I'm not shitting on I'm just saying that I don't like, the baby is not making music for me. I'm confused. Is this a baby? What's that? So it's crazy. So it's not like, I think there's also like a disconnect. And then you guys also have like the people who consume rap, they consume it as such an immediate thing. Like it's happening now and nothing before this. So I don't know. Like I remember when I was listening to, I was so inquisitive about, like imagine like
before.
Yeah, like I'm like imagine like so I'm like it's 96, nah? And then I'm 12 and I discover like Tribe Called Quest. Then someone says, yo, they got 3 albums before this. Now you can imagine where your brains go. Yo, let me go find this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you where like now dudes are like for me, I'm telling you like Rico Wade and Organized Noise is probably the most, Rico Wade is the most influential producer in the South. Mm-hmm. And Future will tell you that. It'll be like, yo, that dude, without this dude like producing the Southern, creating a Southern sound in the 90s. In 94, he was producing, bro. So you imagine like that, I mean, that dude passed away last year, but then people don't really know that history because the guy in 2002 is stuck on 2002.
Just took it from Eminem 50 Cent upwards.
But also what's weird about like people who it's like the playlists tell you what's ill. Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's like, yo, someone is telling you what's ill. And it's such a bizarre thing. It's like I can tell you like there's so many dope rappers that are coming out like now that I'm like, holy shit, I wish people could hear this guy. Like you heard that Larry June and 2 Chainz and
I haven't jammed it, but I heard it's dope.
Dude,
I heard it's fire.
Like Alchemist, there's a dude asking like, you listen to Griselda?
No, I'm not a Griselda nigga.
You don't like him or you don't listen to them? Or you don't know them?
No, I don't jam them.
Okay, we live on two different planets.
Yeah, I
man.
can't. You know why? I jam. So, as a rapper who produces music for mass consumption, I listen to niggas that I have
But
to study.
when you produce, is that what you have in mind? Are you producing the thing as in like the people are gonna consume this thing?
No,
Like
I
in the
just,
mass. Like you like as you are there, you're going stadium.
No, not while I'm creating, but I did, like, for the past probably 15 years, I did have to study that because I was in the place where I'm expected to make something that people can consume on somewhat of a mass level.
That's interesting.
So I'd listen to artists that are successful at doing that to study, pick points of what are the keys and the nuggets that make these things.
Shit, I was about to ask you a question, then I was like, nah, that's projecting.
What else? Go ahead. I asked you all sorts of questions.
Do you think that's honest?
What?
The way you creating?
Yeah, because I always go back to myself. I'm only going there to go find the keys, and then I come back and figure out a way to open those doors.
When I was asking, I didn't expect an answer. Like not, I mean, there's.
So that means you're implying it's dishonest.
No. I'm saying that it doesn't have to be a thing that you've thought of.
What do you mean?
Like if you haven't thought of it as an honesty or dishonest thing, then it's, it doesn't make sense. Like because everything pretty much that you've asked me is something I've thought of. I think there was something you asked earlier and then I was like, I haven't thought of that. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to corner you.
I've had people ask me, like, just as far as my influence. I've had to explain that before.
Okay, I got you.
So that's why that answer's there.
Oh, okay, cool. I got you. Yeah, okay. I mean, listen, this was fun, man.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Like, I think we wrapped up 2 sips ago.
We did. That's why I was asking for a toast. But since you're a basketball guy, Michael Jordan or LeBron?
That's podcast shit. Stop being...
No, I'm interested.
You were such a different podcast, and then at the end,
interested.
you're like, how do I fit in with the rest of the podcast? No, I don't care, bro.
No, because you have
I don't care.
You have so many different opinions.
I don't care about those. That's so boring.
You don't?
No, it doesn't matter. I think like it steals from my consumption.
Okay, but do you at least consume LeBron now?
LeBron is incredible, dog. Like, I'm 40, bro. And when I try to jump like here, dog, I'm like, and this guy is dunking on people, scoring 32 a night. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay. No, I was just checking. I was checking.
But people are like, what is Skip Bayless?
Oh, Skip.
Skip Ari.
Out of his mind.
Skip said LeBron scores 50,000 points. What took him so long? He won.
Imagine.
I'm like, no way. So I don't want to be that guy, bro.
No, I just wanted to check if you had an old head answer. That's all I was checking for.
No, it's neither here or there for me. It doesn't matter. Like, Jordan was great. LeBron is great.
Kobe.
I also have a WhatsApp group where we've discussed this for the last 6 years. And
so it's tiring.
So now if you're asking me here, I have to, I'm like, I'm in.
Okay, get us
And
out
also
of here.
this guy's from, dude, your whole birth disturbed me. 2001. God damn, bro.
It's disturbing, no?
2001, dog. Dog. 2001, I was planning how to leave my crib. Like, where am I going to?
You're already having sex.
Hey, yo. Was I? Probably, I don't know.
Just had to squeeze some mac cheese in there, you know.
Toast, what are we toasting to? To more life.
More life, yeah. A long life.
Yeah, to health in all aspects of life.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Body,
you for coming
soul,
through.
spirit, everything. I hope everything flows.
Alhamdulillah.
I hope you grow up to be a horrible young man.
Thank you for coming
I hope
through.
you smoke crystal meth in front of your parents.
Hey.
And steal their DVDs.
Hey. Loyiso, Gola, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm joking, brother.
Thank you, big dog.
Oh, good. That was fun.
That was fun.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.